Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and this is the topic about the root apical meristem. Okay, first I have to say sorry that I didn't give any video in the previous week. For that I am very sorry. Okay, so root apical meristem is what? That generally this root apical meristem, the short form is the RAM. And these are the populations of the cells at the root tip. That means root apical meristems, which portion is known as the root apical meristem? The cells that present at the root tip. And these cells divide and form all the tissues of the root. Which tissues are formed due to the divisions of that? First one is the epidermis. Second, endodermis. Okay, endodermis. Third one is lateral root cap. Lateral root cap. Okay. Fourth one is the quiescent center. Okay, quiescent center. And the last one is the columella. This is the columella. Okay. So what are developed from the division of the tissues in the roots? First one is the epidermis, second one is the endodermis, third one is the lateral root cap, fourth one is the quiescent center, and last one is the columella. All the tissues that develop due to the divisions of the root tip cells. And the central cells, the divisions of the two types, all the cells divisions are not same in the root tip area. Okay, you know all the cells that present in the central region and also present in the surrounding the central region. So the central cells in the meristematic region that divide much more than the surrounding cells. Clear? So central cells divide that rapidly than the surrounding cells. And slow dividing cells, the central cells that divide rapidly and the surrounding cells that divide slowly. So slow dividing cells that form the quiescent center. This is the organizing center and of the RNA. And the quiescent center that consists of generally 4 cells in case of Arabidopsis. If we have taken the example the Arabidopsis, in that case the quiescent center that consists of, in first situation, only the 4 cells. At the very tip of the most root is the root cap. So in the root apical meristematic region, the root cap that is situated at the tip area. And this root cap, the function of root cap, you all know that its function is to provide the protection to the root region. And in many cases, there is a boundary present where between the root cap and the root apical meristematic tissue, there is a boundary. And the roots maintaining this structure, if this boundary is present, in that situation the structure is called the closed organization structure. And some cases the boundary is not seen between the root cap and the root proper or the root apical meristematic region. In that situation, this structure is called the open organization structure. Obviously, another organizational structure that present between the this is called the intermediate structure that remain between the open and the closed region. And this is called the intermediate open. So it is seen sometimes when the two boundaries and obviously the central region all are present. In that situation, this intermediate region is formed. Clear? So this organizational state that is intermediate between the open and the closed is called the intermediate open. So sometimes this region is created within the root tip area. The two hormones, you all know that auxin and the cytokinin both help in the formation of the root apical meristem. Clear? And the position of the quiescent center that coincides with the high auxin concentration. So, quiescent center is the main region and that containing maximum amount of the auxin. Maximum amount of the auxin that present in this region. But cytokinin, it has also important role in the root development, but it is present in the early developed condition. Okay, it is in the late developed conditions the cytokinin is absent. Auxin generally synthesized in the shoot and transported rootward via ABCB, that is the ATP binding cassette subfamily B, and the pin-auxin efflux area protein. So, auxin where is synthesized? This is synthesized in the shoot region, but this is transported in the rootward area via the ABCB protein and obviously the pin-auxin efflux area protein. And the cytokinin, in that situation, cytokinin that is synthesized in the root, but it moves shootward, okay, where? To the xylem or through the xylem. So cytokinin signaling that begins early. I have said that this begins in the early because for the root development, the cytokinin's role is very important. So in the early development of the root, the cytokinin that is formed in the root region, but at the maturity gains the root area, the cytokinins that move towards the shoot area. Okay, so cytokinin, this is lost in their two cell first case in when the zygote is formed, the two cell first form, that is the basal cell and the apical cell. So cytokinin, this is lost in the basal cell, but that present in the apical cell, and which help in the division of the cells and to form the quiescent center. Okay, so this is the brief explanation of the root apical meristem. That means how these hormones are involved in this formation of the root apical meristem, or which tissues that are involved in the formation of these tissues, endodermis or epidermis, etc. So this is the very short or brief description about the root apical meristem formation. Okay, so there is another important thing I have to describe, that is the shoot apical meristem formation. So you please continue with my channel for the next video. Okay, thank you.